episode of the Clawy Variety Show. I am your con-hyped host, Clawy, and today we're going to be doing the TFF meme. Yes, because in less than a week, I will be arriving at TFF, also known as Texas Furry Fiesta, and I am hyped beyond belief. You have no idea. But anyway, I have a little bit of news before I do the meme. I will be hosting a panel at TFF on Saturday, March 25th. I will be hosting a character how-to panel, or a character performance how-to panel, which will be in the Malachite showroom on the first floor, starting at 12 o'clock. Be there as early as possible, because right after that, we will be prepping for the fursuit parade. Awesome! Okay. Now, on to the meme. Where will I be staying? I will be staying at the Intercontinental Dallas, which is the main hotel for the convention. So you'll see me around there a lot. Unless I'm going out to eat, in which case, I won't be there. How will I be traveling? I will be taking the local dark rail to the convention. I've already mapped and planned everything out. I'll be taking a train to take me to the first bus station, which will take me directly to Addison, which is, actually the station is just a 3-minute walk from the hotel. So, be on the lookout for that. What day am I getting there? I'll be arriving on Thursday morning at about 10 o'clock, maybe 10:15. Again, I gotta work with the bus schedules to figure that out. Who will I be rooming with? I will be rooming with Snow the Fox, my loving boyfriend, and my sister, who we're still figuring out what her badge name is going to be. She's registered, but I don't know. What is the best way to find me? Well, look for, the trail of fallen anvils scattered around the con. Maybe a couple of meloded furs or two. Anyway, if you see Snow the Fox, Alpha Scout, Avanto Folk, or Ringo Toon-Kun, and another fun little guest who will be going there, which is going to be a big surprise, you will most likely find me, especially if you see Snow, because we're like inseparable, except by the bathroom. That's the only thing that separates us, is the bathroom. However, if you insist on messaging me, always go to my Twitter at @DClawyCat, because I'll be checking that as much as I can whenever I'm not in suit. Am I taken? Yes, as I've said a bajillion times, I am taken by Snow the Fox. So please don't try anything. I will call security. Please don't. Are there any panels that I'll be running? As I said before, I will be running the character performance how-to panel with Snow the Fox and Amanto Folk. Get there while there's still seats. People are already requesting seats. Hurry! What do I look like? Well, I think this will be a dead giveaway. You see this, you see me. I mean, I'm typically short, like very short, but I wear my hair in a ponytail, so it'll be a short ponytail actually, so you'll typically be able to find me out of suit. If I want to be found out of suit, actually. But just look for the giant toon cat with the ambles. There better not be any other toon cats with ambles. I should be the only one. Will I be suiting? No. I mean, what's the point in bringing this giant fluffy costume to a convention of giant fluffy costumes? I'm kidding. Of course I'll be suiting. I will never go to a con without Clawy. It's just, we're bound to each other now. It's beautiful. It's so beautiful. Do I do free art? Technically, I do all my free art before the con, because it's just a hassle to carry my art supplies during the con. It's a pain. I'm not doing any art during the con. I mean, except in my sketchbook, but that is a to be determined thing. Do I do trades? I'll think about it. Like, it just all depends. I'll have my guest sketchbook for others to draw in. But again, it's a to be determined thing. Do I do badges? I never do badges during con time. That's just a tradition I've upheld since the very first TFF. I do everything way, way before. Will I have a dealer's den or artist alley table? No. Again, I don't like carrying my supplies around, and I don't have anything worth selling at the moment. Maybe in the future, but that's all to be determined. Okay? What is my gender? I am a lady, last person, chick thing of the not so sane type. Too long didn't read. I am a female. I am a female. I am a lady female. How tall am I? I am 5'1.5". Yes, you better acknowledge that 1.5. I am not 5'1". I am 5'1.5". You never forget the half. Can I talk to you? Just as long as you're not being like super creepy. That's very unsettling because snow will have to hurt you. But I mean, if you're chill and you approach me the proper way that you're supposed to approach a person or a suitor, then sure, by all means, talk to me. I like to talk. If this web series isn't an indication, I love to talk. Can I touch you? If it's a hug, please ask first, but any other touches are a great big no. 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 Because again, snow will have to hurt you, and that will be unhappy for everyone. Can I visit your room? That is another big no. I actually have a guest list of who is allowed to be in my room and who isn't, simply because I have a minor, and if I don't know you, it's likely that I'm not going to allow you in my room. Can I buy you drinks? Oh my gosh, I've been waiting for this ever since. Yes, but it has to be in an unopened can or bottle. I like sweet wine, so there's that. I also like margaritas and blue coconut rum with sangria. Anyway, I do like drinks, but please keep it in moderation because I will have a minor in the room. I am probably only allowed to drink if I go out to eat, so we'll limit it to that. Can I give you stuff? As long as the stuff is non-lethal, safe for work, and not disgusting or gross or any bodily fluids or stuff like that, then that's fine. No dismembered body parts, please. That is against con policy. We could get kicked out for that, so please do not give me your arm in sacrifice to not being anviled. That is not allowed. Don't do it. No. Ah! Can I hug or snuggle you? Hugs ask first. Snuggles are reserved to Snow the Fox, and if you do not comply, again, he will get very angry and probably hurt you. Nobody wants that. You don't want to be hurt. Trust me. You do not want to be hurt. I do not want to make your con experience horrible because you decided to be creepy. Am I nice? Out of suit, typically, yeah, people say that I'm pretty nice out of suit. In suit, I have an image to upkeep. I have to be the most evil anvil cat ever to be brought into this world. So, out of suit, nice. In suit, not so nice. Will I be going to parties? No, I will not be. And if you try to take my sister to parties, I will hurt you. She is a minor. And too long didn't read. If she ends up with a scratch, you're going to end up with a punched-in throat. Because she is under my care. You try anything, I will have you kicked out of the con. As simple as that. Do not mess with minors. Especially minors that are under my watch. Will I be performing? Again, just in suit, and I have that whole panel thing that I was running my mouth about several minutes ago. If I see you, how should I get your attention? Well, just yell any of the following. Polly! Ty! Most evil cat in the universe! Anvil bait! Okay, that last one might not work, but if you're talking about Kid Icarus in earshot, then I will probably apparate right next to you and join in the conversation. Because I really like Kid Icarus. And this is the most amazing game ever. What/where will I be eating? That all depends on where our party decides to go. Like, our group will decide as a unit where we would like to go eat. So, we don't know. any of the local restaurants around the hotel is likely going to be in. Can I come with you for food and whatnot? No, because again, we're going as a group and we kind of already have our predetermined numbers, you know? Can I look in your sketchbook? Just as long as you have the eye bleach ready, because I have a lot of pen scribbles in there. It's very messy, inconsistent. There's pen, pencil, marker, maybe, I don't remember. But if you're prepared to have your soul completely destroyed, then yes. The best part about this is all of it is PG. So this content will destroy your heart, figuratively. Also, when you say look in the sketchbook, please only look. I've had somebody claim that they were going to look, in my sketchbook, and they ended up drawing over my pre-existing drawings, and I was not pleased. I will hurt you. That is my pride and joy, my sketchbook. Don't do it. Can I draw in your sketchbook? Only in the sacred guest sketchbook of honor. So not in my personal one. In my guest sketchbook, yeah. Can I take your picture? In suit, you are more than welcome to, just as long as you link me to it on Twitter. Again, at Taijey-Clawy. I'll have a badge that says that on my ear. Just make sure you tag me and link me in it. It's wonderful. Out of suit, I don't know why you would want to take my picture. That's a to be discussed subject by subject case. What are my goals for the con this year? To enjoy myself, to suit a lot, and hang out with a bunch of friends that I have not seen for quite some time. Anyway, I do believe that is the end of the meme. We made it! Yay! Again, don't forget that I'm running a panel on Saturday the 25th at 12 o'clock on the first floor in the Malachite showroom. If you're interested, feel free to show up, and who knows, you might be able to be part of the fun. But I do believe that is all for this episode of the Clawy Variety Show. I hope you enjoyed. I didn't mean to sound as mean as I did on some of those posts, but I'm very defensive about my friends and family and stuff like that, and personal space. You know all this from the Megaplex video. But until next time, keep those paws tuned in. And happy TFF!